We've got dogs that are doing their own things. Anyway, do you want to tell everyone what we are up to? Should we quickly stop for a second and then let's just tell everyone what we're up to?
What are we up to?
What are we going to do? We're going to go and have a look around.
We're going to have a little explore around Loddon.
Look around Loddon.
Yes.
See what we do, because we don't know. We've never been.
We'll go up one side and we'll come down the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might find something we don't know. What do you know about Loddon? What can you tell us about Loddon?
And it's Loddon, isn't it?
Loddon. It's like London, but spelt wrong. Should we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're coming out of the car park, which is 2 hours free if anyone's interested. Lovely Weeping Willow has been pointed out to me. It's a shop, which is what we found rather interesting.
What's that?
The shop, as soon as you arrive, it's got everything you need. And they had the electric cards for the hookups. So again, something we weren't aware of. They are £1 each, and it basically gives you £1 worth of electricity dependent on what's on the mooring. So
These old places here.
yeah.
Betsy, stop it.
Oh, there's some kind. All right, we're going into the church. Let's go and have a look. Oh my God, doorway's a ton. I'm always scared of coming into churches. Don't ask me why. Oh, this is spectacular. So Lisa's actually found out who paid for the church to be erected, which, when we get outside, I will ask her. It's, I never know whether it's okay to talk or not. Oh, look at this. I wonder how old this is. So it's, that's the altar. As I say, I always find it very difficult to know whether to talk or whether it's wrong or right. There's the organ. Oh, the pipes. Hymns old and new. Absolutely fantastic. It's just lovely. I just love churches. Churches, cathedrals, abbeys. Oh, I wonder if this is anything to do with Archibald. Rose, was it Rose to be there? No. Yeah, so I was reading outside the connections. There's actually connections because one of the chaps was Prime Minister after his father. Roseberry. Right, let us head out. Electric door opener.
Yeah.
So that was stunning in here. Absolutely stunning. Right, so we've had a look in the church, and I take it these are. I was just saying that the actual size of the graveyard itself is just huge, isn't it?
And the church is huge. Magnificent.
So you were telling me there's a pile of sorry, let me come round in front so I can see you. There's a pile of.
Well, I was just looking at the names, and I think it's this lot here.
Yeah. So there's some. Oh look, there's like. Oh, is that supports? No, it's not. It's other.
I don't know.
Graves.
There we go.
So
you've got Stephen Nobbs.
Stephen Nobbs.
Stephen Nobbs.
Stephen Nobbs.
And Stephen Nobbs.
Stephen Nobbs. That's unusual, really, isn't it?
Well, I think it was Hannah. It's probably wife of Stephen Nobbs, and then we've got Stephen Nobbs himself, age 71.
Yeah.
And then probably his son, Stephen Nobbs.
Age
and
46.
Then Ellen Elizabeth.
And
was
Stephen
married to the younger Stephen Nobbs, I suppose. So they put all the Nobbs together.
So every single one of them headstones has is called.
It's got Stephen Nobbs written on it.
That's a lot of knobs in one place, really, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Nothing childish and immature here, but.
I don't know if that's a strong Norfolk name.
I don't know. Please comment below.
Nobbs, but I just can't go with the size and stature. I mean. It's such a strong structure, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere in a while, is it?
It is pretty big.
Yeah.
I reckon it's been here a while.
Well, since the 15th century. I don't know if this particular church, there's been a church there since the 15th century.
What was you saying about someone paid for it? Was that the...
His own money, yes.
Yeah.
James Hobart.
Yeah.
And there's a painting of him in there that's been restored.
Right.
So, without looking him up, I don't know if he was the benefactor back in the 15th century or whether he's been a benefactor since, but they do say he laid the foundations of the church, this church as it stands now. So I'd have to look it up. We'll look it up.
That's very tidy. Phyllis Winterbourne Gooch.
Yeah.
I can't even say that.
Mattioli.
Mattioli. That sounds just a tad Italian.
It does sound a tad Italian.
Yeah.
And we have a few Phyllises in our family that are Italian.
Oh. You had a Phyllis?
Two Auntie Phils I've had.
Two Auntie Phils who were proper Italian.
Yeah.
So that is the churchyard of the Holy Trinity Church in Loddon. And what, if I say so myself again,
it's magnificent.
It's magnificent.
Beautiful. And the top face. Did you see the bell tower with all the ropes hanging up?
No.
Oh, did you not?
No, I missed that. Right, should we go and see what else we can find that wasn't lost?
Yes.
Let's do that. Hey, another view of the church. It is quite impressive. So Loddon Business Centre, we just noticed that the windows on the side of the house have actually got ships on them. And there's a Boots the Chemist.
Considerably larger lions than us.
Where? Oh yeah, they've got rather large lions. And there's a Boots the Chemist, which is very handy because one might have forgotten their medication. Which means I can have it sent through here when my very kind doctor does it. So... yeah. Any idea what? It's a beauty and cosmetic clinic. What does that say?
Krista Delphinians meet here.
Okay, sum that up for me in a couple of words.
So in brackets it says Dawn Fellowship, so it must be some religious order, but I've never read it.
Okay. And there's a post office. Oh my God, is there anything this place doesn't have? That's very nice. Oh look, Postman Pat lives here. Right next to the fire station.
Trumpton.
Not allowed to call them that.
Look at this place here. Oh, I love that. That is cool.
Yeah, that's how you draw a house, isn't it though?
Yes, it is.
That's how you draw a house. That's very nice. I reckon that might be expensive. Yep. Dog walkers, please clean up after you. I tell you, that must be a footpath down there. Shall we have a look?
Let's go McIntyre.
In the estate agent's window.
Well, the one next door's for sale.
To see.
And they've not used Musker McIntyre, interestingly enough.
So again.
Next door's for sale.
Yeah.
And they've not used Musker McIntyre.
Oh.
Interesting.
There you go, you should have looked.
Let's go and have a look at Musker McIntyre and see what he's got to offer. 2 seconds. Oh, yeah. Well, it's actually cheaper here. That's surprising. It's actually cheaper here than it is in Cornwall.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
So, to answer your question, do you remember the question you asked about as we were driving out the other day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of Home Alone, those houses in that street.
Brilliant.
Yes, they're quite expensive.
So, you was just saying something about the solicitors, which is over there.
One of the names is Cadge.
Cadge, yeah.
And in the church is a plaque on the wall.
Yeah.
Which is a relief of the faces of two men.
Yeah.
And they both died in 1915, and they were brothers.
Yeah.
And their surname was Cadge. And the solicitors over there is Cadge. So
Oh.
I'm assuming it's a family connection. It's another church. Is that another church?
No.
It's a church for some.
The Angel. It's the Angel. Yes, it is. It's another pub. So there's 4 pubs in Loddon. So it's got to be said, this village is not massive, but look, Chinese number 2.
You make me laugh. I thought you were going to mention how beautiful this was.
Well, I was just about to do that. I was just about to do that and say, look at these beautiful little cottages. And what? So okay then. Come on, Brainy. Why has that got a small? Because you ain't getting a horse under there. I mean, just saying.
I don't know. I wonder if there was a waterway here when it was built.
Could be.
But then no, that doesn't make sense because there's a cellar there.
Yeah, that's true.
So
No idea.
I think that's been added in. I think that's a later addition.
All right. You're not getting your... Oh, you might get your car in there.
Pardon?
You might get a car in there. Yes, so Archibald, whatever his name is, Rosebery, something, lived there, which is Loddon House. But there's another gorgeous house there. It isn't actually a house. It's RPA, Risk and Policy Analyst. So what's that then? What do they do?
Analyst, that says it.
Yeah. So what do they do then? They take your
stuff.
they look at your policy and go, you don't want that.
Possibly. So it would have been a private house once, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Right, I mean, I agree with you. This is just a bit big for a village, isn't it? I mean, it is huge. I mean, we live in a village, but that is, I reckon that's apartments, didn't you? Transplant house?
There's no numbers on it, and I can't see lots of doorbells.
Unless it's back entrance.
No, it's definitely the front.
No, I mean, unless you go around the back and there is...
Oh, I see.
There is...
Well, we can look it up when we go back.
We shall. See how much an apartment is there.
We'll do some research.
Yes. Okay, so you were just explaining how different architecture. So if it's easier if I turn around here and you have your back to the.
As we've been walking around the village.
Yeah.
If you look at number 7, the green door.
Yeah.
And the sort of the doorway itself, the entrance.
Yeah.
And the size of the windows.
Yeah.
And then you look up the street.
Yeah.
At the next 2 houses, you can see that the square, I don't know if you'd call that the portcullis of the doorway.
Yeah.
Is now become an arch.
Yeah.
With almost like a spider's web type effect. So, right. And the windows are much bigger. So, I think that these houses here were built a long time before those houses.
Right. Should we do research?
We do research.
Excellent. Let's keep walking. You're eating chocolate. So that's the old mill behind us. But I've just learnt something. And there's probably people out there going, oh my God, you're so thick, Richard. But stave means dock. So, stave meaning dock, which I didn't know. And this is the old mill, which is now a healthy living centre apparently. So,
Big docks off, not on the roof.
Okay. I'm going to walk back down towards the water because the temperature is definitely dropping. So we brought from home some Cornish pasties, didn't we? We've been to the co-op and we brought food. So what are we going to have tonight?
What you want?
Yeah.
Chinese.
Okay, excellent. Right. See if we can fall down the steps gracefully.